There comes a time in every reader's life where even their very favorite authors disappoint them. I'm going to talk about what disappointed me about Guy Gavriel Kay's Children of Earth and Sky, and I'm going to talk about what I loved about it. I make no secret about how much I love Guy Kay as an author. Check it out! Guy Kay autographs! Every single one of his books has knocked my socks off. Ooh! And admittedly, that does create a bit of an unreasonable expectation for his work. When I read Children of Earth and Sky, it was his first book that did not knock my socks off. Even though it really is a great novel still. So there are the unreasonable expectations that I brought into the book, but then there are the expectations that the book sets out itself. Now I'm going to spoil a little bit of the plot, just in the hopes that if you read the book, you won't feel the same disappointment that I felt. The book sets you up to believe that this is going to be a story of spying and intrigue, which immediately had me excited. I thought Guy Kay writing a spy novel in medieval Europe sounds amazing. The problem is that that spy aspect of the book fizzled out very quickly and it turned into something else, which right off the bat had me feeling a little bit disappointed. In fact, the one storyline with the ambassador spy, I don't understand why that even remained in the book, since it really doesn't have much to do with anything else that happens in the story. But that being said, had I come into this book with the same approach that I would take to any regular novel, and had I been aware of this non-spy story element of it, I think I would have quite enjoyed the book as it was. It was still a page-turner for me. It's an easy read, and I found myself blasting through the book at quite a fast pace. It was an interesting story with interesting characters, and I do love the setting that this book is placed within. Children of Earth and Sky happens in the same world as some of his other works, such as The Last Light of the Sun, Sailing to Sarantium, Lord of Emperors, and a couple others, where it's a sort of medieval European fantasy setting. And I do really enjoy that particular world that he's created, and I enjoy reading books that have been placed within that setting. One sort of limitation of that particular historical setting is the fact that the female characters can't be necessarily as strong as I would like them to be. If they're based on history, they're naturally limited in the scope that they can have as characters, which I would like to see much stronger female characters. Now don't get me wrong, there are a couple of very excellent female characters in the book. It's just that their particular roles are a little bit limited. Speaking of the setting, I did really enjoy that the book referenced some things from the Sarantine Mosaic books, which is a two-part series that is in my top 5 works of fiction I've ever read. So while the events of the Sarantine Mosaic chronologically happened 500 years prior to the events of the Children of Earth and Sky, it was really fun to see the references that were made within this book to the events of that previous series. Overall, it was an enjoyable read, though there are other Guy Kay books that I would certainly recommend over this particular book. Hey, it's Josh here, just wanting to thank you for watching my video. If you want to support me, it would be great if you give me a quick like, a subscribe, and if you share this video with one other book lover in your life. Cheers! What am I looking at? The autograph is here. Autograph is here. Autograph is here, here. I would have liked to see... What am I trying to say? It's just that their particular... Speaking of this particular setting, I did really like that the book referenced some things that were in the... what's it called? Sailing to Serenity and Lord of Emperors. What's that? Serentine.